Hello students, welcome to a new video by Notebook. Have you ever wondered why human beings exist on Earth and not on the moon? After all, the moon isn't a bad place. There's a little less gravity, but that just makes hopping more fun. Well, there are a huge number of problems to living on the moon normally. The temperatures are extreme. There is no atmosphere and most importantly, there is no air. You cannot survive the harsh conditions without specialized suits. Have you taken an evening walk on a summer day and thanked heavens for the cool evening breeze? Or have you stood on a sea beach in the evening and enjoyed the blowing winds? Wind is nothing but fast moving air. So, what is this wondrous gas that fills all space around us, allows us to breathe, and shields our planet from becoming cold and uninhabitable like the others? This is exactly the question we aim to answer by the end of this lesson. Air is a mixture of several naturally occurring gases. The largest percentage of this is nitrogen, which is an inert gas. Inert means something that does not readily react with its surroundings, a bit like the quiet boy or girl who sits alone and does not interact with anybody in your class. Nitrogen makes up almost 78% of air by volume. Oxygen has the second largest percentage by volume of air, around 21%. Oxygen is essential for all living beings to survive. We breathe in oxygen, which is used by the body cells for respiration. Oxygen is also essential for combustion. A fire cannot burn in the absence of oxygen. Let's try out a little experiment. Fix a small candle in a tray and light it. Fill the tray with a layer of water. Now take a glass and carefully cover the candle with it. After some time, the candle gets extinguished. But that's not our only observation. You will notice carefully the water in the glass has risen and is at a level higher than the rest of the tray. Actually, the candle requires oxygen to burn. When we covered it with the glass, the candle burned for some time with the help of the oxygen that was in the air trapped inside the glass. When this oxygen was used up, there is a partial vacuum in the glass, and to fill up this space, water from the tray rises up, since air cannot enter the glass. If we measure the volume of water that has entered the glass, we will find that it is approximately 1/5 of the volume of air in the glass, proving that around 21% of air is oxygen. The remaining volume of air is composed of water vapor, carbon dioxide, dust particles, and a small amount of other gases. These gases, though present in lesser quantities, have vital uses. Water vapor in the atmosphere is what forms clouds and eventually condenses into rain. Without water vapor, there would be no water cycle, as you have seen on our previous lesson on water. Carbon dioxide is what we breathe out after inhaling oxygen. Carbon dioxide is also emitted from burning fossil fuels, as in factories and vehicles. Carbon dioxide also has a critical function. It covers the earth like a blanket and traps the sun's rays during day. At night, it does not allow these rays to escape, keeping our planet warm. Without carbon dioxide, Earth would have been uninhabitable like the moon, as the temperature during night would be so severe that no animals could survive it. Dust and smoke particles also compose a small percentage of air. Have you ever observed how a small beam of light in a dark room shows so many dust particles floating in air? This dust consists of a wide variety of particles like soil, ash, dead skin cells, and so on. Of these gases, oxygen seems to be the most important for life to survive. However, have you ever wondered how aquatic animals breathe underwater where there is no air? Or what about organisms that live inside the soil? The answer is quite simple actually. These animals all breathe oxygen that is dissolved in water and mixed in soil. When you boil water, have you observed how tiny bubbles are formed inside the utensil? These are bubbles of dissolved oxygen that escape when water is boiled. Similarly, in soil, there are small pockets of oxygen that allows organisms to breathe. When water is poured on soil, we can see bubbles of air. During heavy rains or due to overwatering, this oxygen might get depleted, leading to the organisms coming to the surface to breathe. Often the dumping of certain chemicals or growth of algae rapidly deplete dissolved oxygen in water, which kills marine life as most of them cannot breathe outside of water. This is why governments and people around the world are trying to curb pollution in water. Air is therefore a crucial natural resource and is vital to the survival of the human species. Excessive burning of fossil fuels and deforestation is leading to global problems. The very same greenhouse effect that keeps our earth nice and warm at night is now increasing the global temperature. This is due to a massive increase in the number of vehicles as well as large factories that pump out carbon dioxide. Previously, this balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere was maintained by trees which absorbed carbon dioxide and released oxygen during photosynthesis. However, widespread deforestation has severely upset this balance. While sources of carbon dioxide are increasing rapidly, the number of trees which actually reduce carbon dioxide in the atmosphere are dwindling. If we wish to keep our beautiful planet safe, we need to prevent this and control deforestation. Air pollution is a major problem and is changing climates around the world. Air pollution is a huge health hazard as seen in major cities where the air quality has degraded severely, causing many respiratory diseases. We need to reduce our carbon emissions while supporting afforestation movements. We need to plant trees and prevent the cutting down of existing ones. Only if we act rapidly and decisively could we curb this worldwide menace, that is climate change. With that, we come to the end of today's lesson. We will meet you soon with a new lesson on another chapter. Until next time, Team Notebook wishes you goodbye.